Before you do anything else, pause. Do not rush this. Let the silence stay for a few seconds. Because the people this story is meant for are already tired of noise. Now let me ask you something, and do not answer too quickly. Have you ever felt like you are present in your life, but not really living it? Like you are showing up physically, but emotionally you checked out a long time ago. You wake up, you go through the motions, you respond when people talk to you, but inside there is this quiet distance, almost like you are watching your own life from a few steps behind. And the most confusing part is this: nothing is technically wrong. No major disaster, no dramatic loss, and yet you feel lost. If that sentence made your chest feel heavy, this story is for you. Most people think losing yourself looks dramatic. They imagine breakdowns, crying on the floor, a life completely falling apart. But that is not how it usually happens. Most people do not lose themselves loudly. They lose themselves quietly, while functioning, while smiling, while being responsible. They lose themselves while doing everything they were told was right. This is Michael. Michael is 33 years old. He lives in the United States in a place that looks normal enough. Not too exciting, not too depressing, just fine. He works a stable job, nothing glamorous, nothing terrible. His coworkers think he is reliable. His family thinks he is doing okay. And if someone asked him how life is going, he would probably say, "It is good, just busy." That sentence has become automatic. Michael does not remember the first time he ignored what he felt, but he remembers how easy it was. The first time he chose peace over honesty. The first time he stayed quiet instead of saying what bothered him. The first time he said yes when his body wanted to say no. It felt small, harmless, so he did it again. No one teaches you this growing up. You do not abandon yourself all at once. You abandon yourself in moments where being real feels uncomfortable. You tell yourself, "I will deal with this later. This is not that important. This is just how life is." And each time you do that, a small part of you goes quiet. Not gone, just quiet. Michael's days start blending together. The same alarm sound every morning, the same reaction. He sits on the edge of the bed already tired, not physically, emotionally. He scrolls through his phone, watching people live lives that look full of meaning. And instead of feeling inspired, he feels distant, like he missed the instructions on how to feel alive. The hardest part is the guilt. Because Michael knows people who are struggling more than him. People with real problems, real pain. So when he feels empty, he feels ashamed of it. He thinks, "I should not feel like this. Other people have it worse. What is wrong with me?" And that guilt keeps him silent. One night, he stands in front of the mirror, not to fix his hair, not to judge his face, just standing, looking. Something feels unfamiliar. Not his body, his presence. It feels like he is looking at someone who has been surviving for years without ever checking in with himself. And the thought hits him slowly. I do not recognize who I have become. That thought scares him more than any failure ever could. Michael remembers being younger, not necessarily happier, just more himself. He remembers having opinions, caring deeply, feeling things strongly. He remembers being curious. That version of him did not disappear overnight. That version slowly stepped back every time Michael chose comfort over truth. Michael does not hate his life, and that is the problem. Because when you hate your life, change feels justified. But when your life is just okay, you stay stuck longer. You tell yourself, this is fine. This is normal. This is adulthood. Until one day you realize you have been emotionally absent for years. One evening, someone says to him, "You do not seem like yourself anymore." It is not an accusation. It is an observation. And it breaks something open. Because Michael realizes he has not been himself for a long time. He does not quit his job. He does not move cities. He does not reinvent everything. He does something quieter. He starts listening to discomfort, to resistance, to the parts of him he has been ignoring. He starts asking small, honest questions. What do I actually feel? What am I avoiding? What part of me am I betraying? Here is the truth most people never face. You do not need to find yourself. You need to stop abandoning yourself. Stop ignoring your feelings. Stop living only to be accepted. Stop shrinking to fit a life that never truly fit you. If you feel lost, it does not mean you are broken. It means you adapted for too long without being honest. And the part of you that feels missing is not gone. It is waiting. You do not need a new life. You need an honest one. And the moment you stop abandoning yourself, that is the moment you begin to come back. You did not lose yourself. You just stopped listening. And you can start again.